Hello guys, what's up? It's your boy Mark Dash. I know it's been a long time coming. I haven't dropped a video for you guys in a minute. It's been a minute now. Well, I'm back. I'm back. I apologize for the delay. I apologize for the silence. There's a real world out here, and the real world also needs me. Family, business, and whatnot. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, guys, I always find time for you. And right now, at least, I'm good. We're gonna drop a lot of videos in the coming weeks. We're gonna drop several powerful videos. Now, before I even go further, let me just thank you guys. I just noticed today we've hit 5,000 subscribers. That's amazing, guys. 5,000 plus subscribers. That's amazing. That's amazing. I couldn't believe, I couldn't imagine we could do this in this shortest period of time. We could reach that milestone in this shortest period of time. That's amazing, guys. Thank you. I appreciate your commitment. And I promise that I will also be on point. I will also give you powerful, effective, proven strategies that will guarantee you profits. That is a guarantee. That is a guarantee. Remember, if you're new to the channel, the drill is hit that subscribe button, okay, so that you can be part of the family. Hit that subscribe button because I'm dropping five videos hotter than the ones that you've seen before. Imagine if what you've seen before you've considered it to be powerful. What about the ones that I'm telling you that are more powerful than what you've seen before? The ones that are coming, guys, starting with this one. This one is the hottest strategy on the market. If you buy boom, if you trade spikes, let me say, if you trade spikes, this is your strategy. If you swing, you go with the trend, you trade with the trend, this is your strategy as well. I call this one the 2-in-1, the 2-in-1 BC killer, okay? The 2-in-1 boom and crash killer. This one, wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. So let me tell you one thing, guys. I have changed the way that I'm gonna present the videos because I've noticed that a lot of people don't get the adequate information. You know what I mean? That is needed for them to effectively apply the strategy, and so that the strategy can effectively work for them. So they will start coming back to me. I've seen people coming back to me, texting me, emailing me, commenting. These strategies, like these strategies, these strategies. Like, I'll give an example. The other strategy, the spikes trading strategy, I told you guys in the video about around the end of the video that for this strategy to be very effective, okay, in certain conditions where the market is in a long trend or in a long stretch or is consolidating, it might get confusing because your conditions will be met on the indicator window, yet once you enter, the market will still, let's say it's a buy condition in boom. You've seen it's in the oversold zone. The conditions have been met. Once you enter, the market keeps on dragging. It keeps on going down. Keeps on going down. There's a drawback that is cutting your profit, or that is cutting your balance. There's a drawback which will start cutting your balance, putting your balance in negatives. How do you avoid that? I explained that the best thing to do, wait for at least 2 spikes, because once 2 spikes occur, then you have a clear picture. You see that, okay, the market is now changing direction, price is changing direction, or price is gonna continue in a downward trend. So people miss that because I put that at the end of the video. So to avoid that, I'm gonna put the setup of the strategy at the end so that everybody can watch the video and get adequate information. Remember, I am going to give you the setup at the end. Some people might think just because they haven't seen setups for the strategy at the beginning, then there is no setups. No, I'm not here just to brag, or I'm not here just to show you stuff. No, I'm here to give you stuff. So I'm going to give you the setup at the end. The reason being because I want everybody to get information accurately, not from somebody else, but from me, from this video, from my explanation. Okay, now what else did I want to say? I wanted to say, I'll say thank you again for the subscription, guys. Thank you for the subscriptions. That's really amazing. That's really, really amazing. So drop a like if you like the video, so that YouTube can display it more on the search menus, so that a lot of people can see it. Drop a comment on the in the comment section, so that I can we can get interacting. I always respond to the comments, to my people, everything. Give me reviews, guys. Once you test the strategy, either on your demo, on your live account, remember, I always emphasize, if I give you a strategy, make sure I emphasize, try it on your demo. Get comfortable with it, get familiar with it. Okay, that's when you can go live with the strategy. So give me your reviews, give me your results. You can email me and anything. You can just talk to me about your experience with the thingy, with the strategy. Okay, let's get interacting, folks. So without wasting much of your time, I'm gonna show you the conditions that are required for us to trade this strategy. Now, just to make mention, we're gonna use this strategy in the 1 minute time frame, M1 time frame. Okay, we are also gonna be trading boom and crash only using this strategy. Boom and crash. Boom 5,000. Oh, sorry. Boom 1,000. Boom 500. Crash 1,000 and crash 500. We are gonna use this strategy to buy and to sell. Okay, so in boom 1,000, I'm gonna show you how we can sell boom 1,000, and also how you can buy boom 1,000. How you can sell boom 500, and how you can buy boom 500. How you can sell crash 1,000 and crash 500. The same thing. Okay, so just pay close attention. So the first thing that I'm gonna make mention is this: for this strategy to work effectively the way we want it to work, first you need to zoom in completely. You've seen on my chart I've zoomed out. Okay, so I need to zoom in. You guys need to zoom in. The highest level of zoom, the biggest level of zoom, the largest level of zoom. Okay, this one. Did I just go back? Okay, yeah. So this is the level of zoom that we need. I need you to be in this one here. Okay, so I'm going to show you we are in boom 1,000. So on 1 minute time frame. I'm going to show you how we sell boom. So okay, we'll pause there. Now let's look at the indicator window. What has happened there? You can see that all our Ichimoku lines have crossed the 75 level, which most of you might know as the overbought level. Okay, all our Ichimoku lines have crossed this zone, the 75 zone. They're above the 75. Okay, what happens next? Once we see this condition, we shift our attention to the main chart. What is happening with the moving averages? Now we want the moving averages to cross each other. So we want the moving averages to cross each other. Once the moving averages have crossed each other like that, we are gonna sell somewhere around that candle. Okay, so first thing, I'll repeat, the first thing that you have to look out for is this: the Ichimoku lines have to be above 75. The second thing is that once that has happened, the moving average lines have to cross each other. The black has to cross the gold going down. Okay, from above going down, from above going down. The gold has to cross the black from left to right. I don't know which one you prefer, but as long as there's a good crossing, then we are good. So what we do, we enter, we sell. Remember, this is a condition to sell boom, boom 1,000 and boom 500. You've seen that? We can hold. When can we exit? I advise that the best position for you to exit is when the black Ichimoku line touches the 50. So we could have TP'd there. Okay, we could have TP'd there. Now let me just make mention of this. your TP should be when the black line, the black Ichimoku line touches where? Touches the 50. Now, I will make mention this. I want you to pay good attention. Seeing this is where the black Ichimoku line has touched the 50. If we move a little bit further, you've seen that it has crossed now. Now, in boom 1000, this condition, this strategy can go even further. You can catch more. You can catch more candles. You can catch more candles with this strategy because the thing goes in a very, very long stretch. Okay, you can catch more candles in boom 1000 because boom 1000 and crash 1000, they go in long trends. The spikes, they don't happen as frequent as in boom 500 and in crash 500. So if you want in boom 1000, remember I've told you, you TP when the black Ichimoku line touches the 50. But if you want, because of the nature of boom 1000, remember this only applies for boom 1000, you can go on until when the blue line or when the red line touches 50, or until when the blue line touches 50. You've seen that? There, blue has crossed 50 somewhere around there. Let me just highlight that zone. Let me just put a line there. That's where blue, there, somewhere there. Okay, I think I went a candle here. What? Somewhere around this zone. Yeah, somewhere there. You've seen the blue is about to touch 50 there. This is only in boom 1000 and crash 1000. If you want, okay? But I've told you the best point to TP is when the black Ichimoku line touches the 50. Now, here is a bigger view of what just happened. Let me just explain. Okay, so we entered somewhere there. The black line touched the 50 there, so we could have TP'd there. But because we are comfortable with boom 1000 and we quite know that it goes in a long stretch, in a long trend, and that spikes don't happen as frequent as in boom 500 or in crash 500, we could have waited until the blue line has touched 50 there. That's where the blue line has touched 50. Okay, but I strongly advise, make sure you TP when the black touches the 50. Okay, let me zoom back in. Let me just show you another condition to buy. Let me just pause for a minute. Okay, let me show you this condition first, then I'll pause for a minute, then I'll be back. You've seen here what has happened. All our Ichimoku lines are above 75. Okay, all our Ichimoku lines, in fact, at this point they were above, but we're not going to enter. You've seen all our Ichimoku lines at this point, they're above 75. They're above 75. Okay, we keep going. You've seen. What do? We turn our attention after this point to the main chart. What is happening with our moving average lines? They have to cross each other. So we can see there at this point that the moving average lines have crossed each other. Okay, so we're gonna enter there. Now let's see what happens after we make an entry there. That's a sell. Okay, we sell there. I told you what's the first condition to TP. The first point to TP is when the black Ichimoku line touches the black touches the 50. The 50. Okay, when black touches the 50 we TP. That's like about 10 candles. Okay, that's like about 10 candles. Now, because you are comfortable, like I said, this is only for boom 1000. If in boom 1000, because you know the nature of boom 1000, you can even go further to say until the red or the blue touches what? The 50. Now see, that's where the blue touches the 50. There. Now look at this. Let me just zoom out a little bit. So let me just now confirm with you what just happened. We had entered there. We have TP there when black touches the 50. And if you so wished, you could have TP'd again here when when blue or red touched the 50. This only applies, remember this condition only applies in boom 1000. Okay, this condition only applies in boom 1000. But I advise, my strong emphasis is that TP when black touches the 50. Okay, now let me just pause for a minute. Okay, now let me show you why I've said that. I emphasize that you TP when the black line touches the 50. Okay, let's go to boom. Okay, let me show you first another one. Let me show you another example to sell boom. Okay, let me show you another example to sell boom. Remember, we wait for our conditions to be met first. Our conditions have to be met clearly and exactly. Okay, look at this here. All of our lines are what? Are above. All of our lines are above. All of our lines are above 75. You can see that here. Let me just point it for you. You've seen what is happening in this zone. All of our Ichimoku lines are above 75. Okay, what next? We move our attention to the main chart. There is a crossing. Okay, so what do? We sell somewhere there. We enter our sell. Okay, you seen that once it crosses the 50, touches the 50, somewhere there, we could have what? We could have TP'd. Could have TP'd there. But because in boom, remember what I told you, in boom 1000 and in crash 1000, the trends, the stretch is long. Okay, the trend is usually long. Spikes don't happen as frequent as in the 500 series. So you could have waited. Seen here, as soon as blue touches the 50, you've seen blues touch the 50, exit. Now look at that. That's a lot of candles, guys, that we could have caught. Okay, that's a lot of candles that we could have caught. Let me show you one last one in boom 1000. Then I show you also about two in boom 500. Okay, let me show you about one last one in boom 1000. Okay, wait. Remember, you have to be very patient with this strategy. It doesn't happen as frequent as most strategies. You see, conditions won't be met frequently. You'll be after a long time, after an hour, after 30, 40 minutes, after 2 hours sometimes. So you just have seen, like here, we're just moving, we're just scrolling. We're not seeing any conditions. That's how powerful this strategy is. Okay, there, you've seen. Let me show you. Here, all our lines are above the 75. All our Ichimoku lines are above the 75. All of them. You've seen that? What do? We turn our attention to what? To the main chart. Okay? We go to the main chart. We wait for a crossing. There. You've seen? Once you see this crossing, boom. If you want, you can wait for a little bit. Okay? So you enter there. Okay? Let me also tell you another secret. Let me tell you another secret about this strategy. Okay, when a spike happens, especially whilst the blue and the red Ichimoku lines, okay, when the spike happens whilst the blue and the red Ichimoku lines are above 75, what I do is I immediately enter. That will be a sniper entry. When the spike happens whilst the blue and the red, okay, forget about the black on this condition, but remember, when a spike happens whilst the blue and the red line are above 75, you can enter. That will be a sniper entry. Okay, so here, let's say our conditions were met here. There was a crossing here. We entered on this candle. Okay, let's say here, you've seen on this candle, we've seen that there's a crossing there. So let's say we entered there. Spike catches us. Remember what I told you? If a spike happens, what you do? Don't hesitate. as long as the blue and the red are above 75. Sometimes the black can be below 75, but as long as the spike has caught you whilst the blue and the red are above 75, don't hesitate, just enter. Okay, you see there, you see there, look how much you could have caught. Wait, what are our conditions of exit? We're going to TP when black touches what? When the black touches the 50 there. Look now, how many? Let me just also draw a line there. Look guys, how many candles, how many peeps? Remember what I said you, when a spike catches you, it happens whilst the blue and the red are above 75, you enter. That will become a sniper, guys. You've seen there, as long as it's above, enter, it'll be a sniper. Don't worry about any other spike happening. No, that will be a sniper entry. You've seen that, guys. Look, all that. Let me just zoom out a little bit so that we can see what is happening properly. Look, I told you, don't be scared of spikes when you trade in this with strategy. You've seen when this spike caught us where we had already entered somewhere here. Okay, this spike caught us, but because the spike happened whilst our conditions were telling us that blue and red red Ichimoku lines were above 75, we immediately made an entry there. What happens? Look, this is where the black line touched the 50, where the black Ichimoku touched the 50, and we could have exited there. This is how powerful this strategy is, guys. This is how powerful this strategy is. The market always obeys the conditions of this strategy. Okay, let me go zoom back in. Let me go to boom 500 now. Let me just show you something. There's some clarification that I want to make. I want you guys to be clear with. Okay, I don't want people to get this twisted. Listen. Okay, so here is our layout. Okay, now look at this. I want you to see this. Sometimes a crossing can happen on the main chart before these guys before the lines on the Ichimoku the Ichimoku lines get to the 70, but the difference should be maybe one candle. Okay, it shouldn't be after 5 candles. No, don't end. But if something like this happens, for example, if you've seen there, okay, this happened at the same time. So you've seen our conditions have been met here on the stochastic. Okay, all our Ichimoku lines are above 75, and also our conditions, we go to the main chart, our conditions have been met here. Okay, our conditions have been met. There's a crossing that we need here that we've been looking for. Okay, so what do? We sell. Now I want you to pay very close. Let me just say within that candle. Now I want you to pay good attention here. What is our point of TP? Okay, our point of TP is when the black, okay, so you've seen, remember what I told you there? I said if a spike catches you when the blue and the red line are above 75, what do? You enter. So if it was me there, I could have entered there just after that spike. Now, when do I TP? I TP when the black touches there. You've seen there? You've seen what happened? I'm sure you saw something there. Okay, I want you to notice that. I want you to notice that there is something which happened exactly at the point where, okay, I want you to notice something there. You see, when black touched 50 there, okay, you're supposed to TP. Why I emphasize that the best point to TP is when black touches 50. But if you are trading boom 1000 or crash 1000, yeah, it's up to you. You can go on further. But if you are trading boom 500, whether you're trading boom 500 or boom 1000, I strongly advise that you TP when black touches 50. So we could have TP'd there. Okay, now look what happens. You see that? A spike catches you there. But because the strategy obviously is very, very powerful, you recover from these two entries. Okay, obviously you won't go into a loss. You recover from this one and this one as well. You can still take TP, but obviously the thing is that because in boom 500 we know that spikes happen continuously, okay, multiple times more than in boom 1000 and boom and in crash 1000. So you just have to be very, very careful there. Okay, let me just show you another condition in boom 500. Let's see if there is another condition. Okay, look, okay, here. Okay, so we've seen these guys. Okay, these guys are supposed to be above. Maybe it's the trajectory of the chart, but you can see there's a crossing. I told you sometimes it might take a candle or two, but it's all good. There's a here, these guys are above, and here there was a crossing. Okay, so what do? We could have entered, maybe, let me say, somewhere there. You've seen let me just move this there. Immediately here, black has touched 50. What do? We could have closed somewhere there. That's like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, about 10 candles. So mostly you get around somewhere around 10 candles. Mostly to be around 10 candles. Okay, if you want, you see why I tell you that in boom, especially in boom 500, don't wait after black crosses the 50. See, you could have TP there, 5 candles, 7 candles later, that happened. Okay, let me show you another condition in boom 500 of selling. Let me show you another condition. Did I miss something? No, I didn't. Okay. Wait. I told you this does not happen as frequent as other strategies give you conditions. Okay, this one you have to wait, you have to be patient. Okay, so you've seen this one, guys. There was a crossing there, but look, there's a lot of candles that have passed, so we're not gonna enter that one, no matter how good it looks. Okay, just wait for our exact conditions to be met. Okay, there you've seen that all our lines here are above 75. All our lines there are above 75. They're aligned above the level 75. So we moved our attention to the main chart there. Okay, so we've seen that our conditions have been met. There was a crossing somewhere around there, so we sell there and then we wait. You've seen black has touched 50. We exit somewhere around that zone. Okay, remember what I told you, that if a spike catches you above, don't be scared, you can even enter as long as 50 and 50, as long as the blue and the red are above 75. A spike catches you, you can even enter and hold. Look at that. That's how powerful this strategy is. Let's start with crash 1000. No, let me go back to boom 500. I show you how to buy boom. I was showing you how to sell boom, right? Now let me show you how to buy boom. Okay, well, let me just delete these lines. Okay, at the end. Okay, good. Now the conditions I was showing you were how to sell boom. Now let me show you how to buy boom. Okay, then I'll show you something in crash as well. So it's just the opposite. Obviously it's just the opposite, but I'll just show you for the sake of people to easily get it. Excuse me. Now, what are our conditions to buy boom? Okay, we're going to be buying boom when the red and the blue Ichimoku lines are below 25. Now, this is the good part about this strategy, okay? When these two are below, this is when we're going to be buying. But we're not going to enter, for example, just here, just because they've crossed 25, then we just enter. No, we're going to wait for something. There are two conditions that we are going to be waiting for, okay? It can be either one. You don't have to wait for both of them to happen, because it's 1 in 100 for both of these conditions to happen. Once these two have crossed, the red and the blue, okay? I'm talking about these guys. Hope we are moving together. Once these two have crossed here, we're gonna wait for two other conditions, okay? The first condition that we're gonna wait for is a spike. I'm not saying it should be in this order, no, okay? I'm gonna give you first number one condition. I don't mean after they've crossed then you wait for a spike, no. Once they've crossed, it can be either of these two. Either you wait for a spike to happen. Once a spike has happened, like you have seen here, a spike has happened whilst blue and red are below 25. What are you gonna notice? Please focus on these lines now. Once a spike happens, what has happened to these two lines, the blue and the red line? What has happened? They are still where? Below 75. Oh, sorry, they are still below 25. A spike has happened and these two lines are still below 25. So what I do is this, okay? What I do is this. If a spike happens and the lines are still, the blue and the red lines are still below 25, immediately, let me get my line. Okay, immediately I'll start entering. So I could have entered here. Okay? And then what I do is this. After two candles, if another spike doesn't happen, after two candles, I'll enter again. After two candles, I enter again. After two candles, I enter again until another spike happens. What this is showing us is that we are still in the spike zone. We are still in the oversold zone. And crash, boom, spikes more when it is in the oversold zone. So as long as we are under this 25, we are still in the oversold zone. Spikes or another spike is imminent to happen. Now let's see what is going to happen immediately. Okay, so when did this one happen? Look there, you've seen this one happens. This spike, we're talking about the second spike, has happened, but look at the lines again. The blue and the red, they're still below 25. Don't hesitate, don't be afraid. Could have entered there again. Look what happened. Let's bring it here. After the third spike happened, what happened? Look at the blue and the red line. They are above 25. Don't worry, the red line and the blue line, when a spike is happening, they usually move. They are usually aligned together. Okay, so don't say, where is the red line? It's no longer showing on my screen. No, it's, let me, for literal terms or just for easy terms, it's below the blue line. So they are just aligned together. That's what you do. Okay, once a spike happens, you wait for a spike to happen. Once a spike happens, if the lines are still below 25, you enter. Don't hesitate. Sometimes it will go 1, 2, 3 candles, not more than 5 candles. I can guarantee you that it does not go more than 5 candles. 1, 2, 3. I've never experienced 4 or 5 candles. 1, 2, 3. So I do 1, 2, enter. Okay, 1, 2, enter. Every after 2 candles, maybe it can go up to 6 candles, but 6 candles for a spike is just too small. Okay, you just keep entering. As long as the lines are below 25, another spike is going to occur. That's just a guarantee. That is just a guarantee. Don't be scared. If you want to go all out. Let me show you another example. Okay, let me show you another example. Okay, I show you 2 conditions. Now there's another conditions that you can meet. Remember, you've seen here a spike has happened. Okay, these conditions were not made. Okay, let me show you another condition which I was talking about. when these two lines, the blue and the red line, are below 25, okay, you're gonna wait for a crossing, this type of crossing. Have you seen that? Okay, but you're gonna wait when let me show you. These two lines are below, okay, are below 25. Let me show you. What just happened. You've seen this spike happen. When this spike happened, blue was above 25, red was below. So those our conditions were not met there. When this spike happened, red was below, blue was what? Was above. So our conditions were now met. We cannot enter. Okay. Now, both of them are below. If a spike happens here, yes. And if a spike happens and these lines are still below here, it's all good. Then our conditions have been met. But there's no spike. We're not entering. But there's another condition which can lead you to enter the market. This one. Okay. When this crossing happens on the main chart, if you can see here, okay, when this crossing happens and these two lines are below 25, that's also a sign that a spike is going to happen. So what I do, I'll enter there where the crossing happened. After two candles, okay, two candles have occurred, there's no spike yet, I'll enter again there. I wait. So after two candles again, I want to show you how I do it. Okay, could have entered there. I wait for two candles. You've seen that. Guys, this is a guarantee. Once you see this crossing, okay, once you see a crossing of moving averages, once the moving averages cross, okay, sometimes it will happen. It won't cross to this zone where you see it clearly that they've crossed. It will be this small. Once you see this, and the candles are, and your lines are blue and red are below 25, just start entering. For me, I would enter after two candles. I enter immediately. I was in definitely this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. You see? So now we go back to the first condition that I showed you. If this happens, we've seen a spike has happened, but our lines, where are they? Let me just remove these lines. Okay, so that you can be clear. You've seen a spike has happened, but our lines are still below. I start entering. I enter there, and my lines are still below 25. Yes, a spike has happened. It's a long one, but my lines are still below 25. That is telling me, the market is telling me that we're gonna spike again. We're not done. You've seen there was a spike here. This gap, this is a spike. This is a spike here. And now after this spike, what happened? If you see my lines there, both of my lines are what? They are above 25 ITP. That's how you trade with this strategy. Okay, let me show you another condition. I didn't want to make this video very long. Let me show you. Okay, let me show you this one. Sorry. There, a spike has happened. What do you do? Our lines. What do you do? You've seen our lines there. Our lines are what? Are below 25. So what do? Start entering. We enter there. If it's me, two candles pass, I'm not seeing any spike, I'll enter there. Two candles pass, I'm not seeing any spike, enter there. Why am I entering? It's because a spike happened and my lines are still below 25. Okay, there, no spike happens, I'll enter there because my lines are still there. I'm very confident no matter what. Look at that. Oh, a spike has happened there. Where are my lines? My lines are still below. I'm gonna hold my trade. I'm not gonna take P. I'm gonna hold. Look at that. Where are my lines? My lines are still below. I'm not gonna TP, I'm gonna hold until my lines are above 25. Look. So after that spike, that's when I could have TP'd. That's how I trade with this strategy. Very, very powerful. Once you master it, guys, let me tell you, this is a very powerful. So let me show you one condition in crash also, because I don't want this to be long. It's already how many minutes? Past 40 minutes ish. I don't want it to be 1 hour. Okay, let me just quickly show you a condition in crash. Okay, so what are the conditions? Have I reached it? Okay. In crash, for us to buy crash, okay, we are going to wait for this condition. You've seen here both. Oh, sorry. There. Okay. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes the black can be fast in moving. When both of our lines are below 25, then we move our attention to what? We move our attention to the main chart. What's happening? There's a crossing there. Once the crossing has happened, what happened? What follows next? Once our conditions have been met, you've seen there's a crossing there, and all of our lines were below 25 here. So what do? We enter somewhere there. We buy. We are buying crash. Once we see this, because the black, let me just bring this here. The black here has touched the 50. The black has touched the 50. So we're gonna TP somewhere around that zone. Okay? That's how you do it in crash. I don't want to waste a little time, because let me show you now how we sell crash. Okay, so we wait for all our lines to be above. Okay, let's go to, okay, let me show it to you in crash 500 so that you can see that it works in all of the crash and boom indices. Okay, what's that now? Okay, let me show you. Let's look for the buy condition to here. Okay, so let's start from here. You've seen there's a spike here, but blue is below 75, so we can't. Red is above. Yes, red is in a good zone, but blue is not above, so we can't. We wait. Here, both of them, blue and red, are above 75, and a spike has happened. What do? We buy there. Okay, there. After about two candles, I could have bought again there. The spike has happened. They are still above. If you want, you can still keep on adding to your positions. Once this happens, you've seen that after this spike here, after this spike, red has left the 75, is now below 75. Kindly TP. Don't wait for any further. Yes, spikes can happen, but look, you've seen immediately red. You've seen the red line. Immediately the red line dropped off the 75, or dropped below the 75. After that, this spike, just TP. Okay, sometimes if it's the blue line which drops below 75, TP. Okay, don't wait for anything. Let me just show you one last condition. Okay, remember this one I told you. Once these guys cross, you see, once these guys cross and these two lines, red and blue, are above 75, okay, what do you do? Once they've crossed, you end. After, let's say, after two candles, there's nothing happen, you end. As long as these red and blue are above. After After 2 candles, nothing happening, enter again. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. As long as this crossing has happened whilst the red and blue Ichimoku line were above 75, don't be scared. As long as those two lines down there on the indicator window were above 75, don't be scared. Don't be scared. After after 2 candles again, nothing is happening, you enter. Okay, let's see. Look how powerful this strategy is. Look, all 4 of your positions you could have TP'd, you could have taken profit. Immediately you see a spike has happened, one of the lines is below 75, just TP immediately. Don't wait for anything else. Don't wait for anything else. That's it. That's how powerful this strategy is. I wanted to show you both conditions. Okay, so there's a condition where the red and the blue lines are above 75 and the spike happens whilst they are there. There's no crossing on the moving averages. You start entering. And again, when there's a condition where there's no spike, but the red and the blue line are above 75, and there's a crossing on the moving averages. Also, it's a condition. That one, you start entering every after 2 candles. You enter every after 2 candles. That one is gonna be a guarantee, guys. I guarantee you profit. Okay, so master this strategy. I don't want this video to. I didn't want it to be this long, but sorry, guys. I just had to explain nicely so that people could get me. Okay, let me show you another one here. Look what happened. Look at this. Let me show you. You've seen this? This spike has happened whilst these two, the red and blue, are above 75. So I enter there. I hold. After about 2 candles, there's nothing happening. I'll enter again somewhere there. Okay, even this small spike has happened whilst these 2 lines are above 75. That's a good sign. It's telling me that we are gonna drop and it's gonna be a long one. So I enter again there. I'll buy. I'll sell again there. Look. See what I tell you. See what I tell you. Immediately you see that. Sorry. Immediately you see that one of these guys, one of these blue or red or both of them, are below now. These lines or one of them is below 75. Okay, it cannot be both. Sometimes it's one. Below 75, you TP immediately. This thing, guys, you can keep doing it over and over and over again. You will make a lot of profit. You will make a lot of profit. Just be patient. Be very patient and master the strategy. Okay, so see this? A spike has happened there. If you could have entered, look what was going to follow. Look at this dropping. So you've seen this? You could have entered. You could have made a lot of profit there. Look, it's still dropping till this point. So let me sign out by saying practice this strategy in your demo before you go live with it. Get familiar with it and get to know the strategy very well. Get comfortable with the strategy. Okay, build some confidence with the strategy before you go live. Okay, for any other further explanations, please feel free to email me, comment, and I'll respond. I respond to people's emails, and let's make this money together. Remember, give me your reviews after you try out the strategy. Give me your reviews after you try out the strategy, either on demo or on your live account. Okay, share some results. If you want to be part of the mentorship program, just email me, and then I'll tell you what to do, what conditions, or what to follow next. It's your boy Mark Dash from the Free Profitable Forex Strategies channel, and wow, before I'm even out, hey, I forgot to give you guys the the setup. Wow, my goodness. Sorry, bro. Sorry, I forgot to give you the conditions. Sorry, the setup for this strategy. Oh my. So I hate making long videos. Okay, let me just show you the setup. How do we set up this strategy? Indicator window. Okay, moving average 12, linear weight close 4 pixel black. I would advise that you make them same color with mine first so that you can familiarize. Once you familiarize, that's when you can change your colors. Okay, this is the first moving average. Second moving average is a 20, 0, linear weight, close 4 pixel gold. Okay, then you add the stochastic. This is this way the stochastic should be. 1 1 1, low high simple, main it will be 1, signal 1, white. If you have a black background, make it black. Okay, then the levels, it will be 75, 50 and 25. Okay, whatever order, so good. Whatever, if you want to put the 75, you can put the overboard, the 25, the oversold description. It's up to you. Pixels, make it 2 or above. It's all good. Then color, any color of your choice, it's all good. Then inside the Ichimoku or inside the stochastic, you add the Ichimoku. Okay, these should be inside the stochastic. Inside the stochastic, you add the Ichimoku. 9 9 52 fill. Then these two, okay, this one and this one. Okay, make sure both of them are black, and then make them big, 3 pixels. Okay, the rest make them white. If your background is white, make them black. If your background is black as well, make them 1 pixel. No levels. Okay, this is the first Ichimoku setup. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot, just make it exactly where I've done it. If you have a white background, if you have a black background, you can just swap where there's black color, make it white, and where there's white, make it black. Okay, the second Ichimoku is this one. 26 26 52 fill red, and this remains the same. Okay, remember, same drill. I advise that you make them same color with mine, so that in case for you to easily understand. Okay, you can just try to once you get familiar with everything, that's when you can switch to your own colors. But if you've already got any, so good, make them same color, whatever color that you prefer. The third Ichimoku line is this one. 36 36 52 fill blue, the rest is the same. Okay, I hope you got it. Okay, then you click done. Then your chart should be something like that. I'll go back again. Main chart, the first moving average, put this one 12 0 linear weight close, and then you put the colors of your choice. Second moving average will be this one, 20 0 linear weight close, whatever color of your choice. Click done. You go there, you click on main chart, add the stochastic. This is how your stock should look. Okay, then the levels should be these. Okay, then the Ichimoku, the first Ichimoku you're gonna put is this. Make sure just exactly like mine. The second Ichimoku you're gonna put is this. Make sure it's just exactly like mine. And the third Ichimoku you're gonna put is this one. Make sure it's also exactly like mine. Okay guys, my battery is low, my phone is gonna go off. Let me sign out by saying I wish you all the best and make profit. See ya guys. I'm out.